on. I actually quite like it. It actually... Okay, so that's how much I hate bugs. Hey guys, so today I'm going to do another first impression review video on a foundation, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Revlon Colorstay Foundation, and this one's for normal to dry skin. And as you'll know by now, I have very dry skin, and I did like swatch the caramel shade. This one's the shade Toast. There is a caramel shade which was a tiny bit darker for me. And then I was like, okay, I need to get the shade dark, like the lighter shade below this one. So I ended up looking on the Revlon website to see which one was the shade below caramel, and it was Toast, and it happened to be on Amazon, so I got it off Amazon. And yeah, so we'll just see if it matches my skin tone. So I already applied some of my Garnier Moisture Match cream for dry to very dry skin, and I'm not going to apply any facial oil because it's a foundation that's supposed to be for dry skin, so we'll just see how it works with just like a moisturizer. But I will do half of my face with a primer and half of it with no primer, and I'm going to use my Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I usually only use this primer on my smile lines, like here, but just for the sake of this like review, some of you guys do wear like primer all over your face before wearing foundation, so I'm just gonna like try on half of my face. So it says on the back that it wears for up to 24 hours and that it has a flawless look and it's a lightweight feel, and that's a really short description, but I don't really mind short descriptions, just get straight to the point. But I'm gonna first apply this on my hand, and it has no pump. I don't know why all these foundations have like no pump. It's just like, oh crap, oh crap. Okay, so it's kind of runny, which I would expect for foundation with like that's for dry skin. So I'm gonna take a brush like this and I'm going to just like apply it evenly like on the skin. And then I'm just going to blend with my Nanshe sponge. I have a blog post on this sponge. If you want to go check it out, I'll leave a link to my website in the info box, and I just really like this sponge. But if you want to know more about it, just go read my blog post. So I have dampened it, and I'm just going to blend everything out. So that's what it looks like after one layer applied, and the thing is, I think it has, the shade is fine, but I think it has kind of like a pink undertone to the foundation, and it looks a bit grey on my skin. I don't know, maybe I'm just not seeing it right, but my skin does feel like still hydrated. It hasn't dried out my skin. So I'm just going to quickly apply a thin second layer just to see how it all looks like. So I've done the rest of my makeup, and to be honest, I'm not too fond about this foundation because I can already see like little glitter particles in the foundation, and there is another Revlon foundation called the Airbrush something, but when I swatched that, there was so much glitter in that, it was just like horrendous. And the fact that there's glitter, I don't like foundation, I don't like glitter in foundation, I just think it's too much, especially for like everyday use and things like that. So just because of that, I'm not too fond of it, but I just can see the glitter, but you can't really see it on camera. I'm just guessing like if you're in the sun, your face is going to be sparkling like crazy, but I think it is wearable. Like I'm going to go out later on today just to post some things out, and I don't know, I'm just not too fond of it. And also the shade is not, I just think it's too pink toned. My skin is like very yellow toned, and this is very pinky toned. So but the formula is great. It doesn't seem to dry out my skin for now, because I will be coming back later on in the day just to see how it goes through. Just because of the glitter and the shade, that's just two things that I'm not really fond of, and I'm just giving my honest opinion. But I bought this for like $9.45 or $9.99 on Amazon, but that's because it was on Amazon, and normally the price is around £12, so if you can get your shade on Amazon, then you can just get it on Prime, and it's just cheaper basically. But I'm just giving my honest review. That's just like two things that I'm not really fond of with it, which is the glitter and the shade. We'll just see anyways how it goes along, and I'll be back later on in the day. It's already 1 17 in the afternoon, and yeah, it's quite late already, so I'll just be back later on. So I'm now back and it is 4:11 p.m. in the afternoon. I've actually changed my mind on what I think about the foundation. At first I didn't quite like it because I could see glitter particles in the foundation itself, but I actually really like it because the shade is like the tiniest amount darker than my skin tone, which I really like. Because if it's the exact same like my MAC Studio Fix, no. If it's the exact same shade as my skin tone, like my MAC Studio Fix, it looks a bit light and it just doesn't look okay. But when it's a tiny bit darker, I think it looks really good. And this foundation actually, like, it has sunk into my skin, and my skin does not look dark at all, like dry I mean. And it's so weird, my skin is not flaky, like here it's not flaky anywhere. Basically, I myself noticed that there's glitter in the foundation itself, but others don't really notice it, and also I've gone out in the sun and it doesn't really look that glittery. But I can see that there is some glitter, and I just think they did that just to make it like kind of help the foundation glow. But I don't know, I really like how it's sunk into the skin. Sorry, I can't speak. And I really like how it hasn't dried my skin up at all, and it just looks flawless on the skin. It's kind of, I would say it's medium coverage, but you can build upon it, and it doesn't look cakey, and I just like how it feels on the skin. So I'm actually kind of liking it, and the shade is not bad. On application, I think it kind of oxidized when I applied it. So when I first put it on, I didn't like the shade, but once it's settled in and got into contact with air and my skin, it's gotten a bit darker, which I really like. So yeah, I'll be back later on today and we'll just see how it looks then. For now, I'm really liking it, and I know that I'll be wearing it more, and I just didn't like it at first. I don't know why, I'm such a weirdo, but it wasn't like, I didn't like the colour, and it was just looking a bit weird. But now that it's sunken in, and I think it would look even better with the setting spray on top, my next one I always use. So yeah, I'll just be back later on, and yeah. So it's now 8:56 p.m. and literally this foundation has not budged. Like, it's full on my skin, and I can tell you that I've been touching my face and like rubbing my nose, and it hasn't come off. Like, it's so weird. And it's still, my skin feels so hydrated. It's not dry, it hasn't dried up my skin one bit at all. It's been 8 hours I think, and because it says on the packaging that it's supposed to last for like 24 hours, I think 8 hours for this foundation is nothing. And to be honest, it hasn't really budged at all, and I'm really happy about this foundation. It's so funny how I hated it at first and that now I actually really like it. But it just makes your skin look so smooth. It's so weird. I can still see the glitter, but to be honest, like, no one can notice the glitter apart from myself. And it's just like when I move my face, I can just see, it's not really like a lot of glitter, but you can see like in areas, like in random areas, there's like a glitter particle. I really like it. The shade's perfect, and I just like the formula, and I just like everything about it. So if you have dry skin, I definitely recommend this foundation. I would give it a 9 out of 10 actually, because it hasn't budged, it hasn't dried me out, which most foundations do, and it just looks dewy. It looks just amazing. I'm not giving it a 10 out of 10 because of the glitter, and yeah, and also the price is like amazing. Yeah, I'm really happy about this foundation. I'll just zoom in for you guys so you can just see how it looks like. Let me just focus. Can this stupid thing focus? If you look at my nose, it hasn't dried my nose one bit. Please mind my hairy eyebrows. Like, normally I would get dry hair, but it hasn't dried up at all. And it just looks so amazing and dewy. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this review on this foundation right here, and I am in love with it. And also it's a bit of a bummer that it doesn't have a pump, because it's so much easier to have a pump, but the fact that it doesn't, and it's quite runny, it's a bit hard. But do you know what, I don't even care. Like, I'm not even bothered. But I just really like the formula and the price and the shade and just everything basically. And they have so many shades for like every skin tone, and even if you can't find your shade, you just might for the price you can get like two of them and just mix it up for like your shade. Let me know if you want me to do a first impression or review on any other foundation, because I actually really like to watch these type of videos. That's why I'm doing them. And the thing is, I don't see a lot of people who have dry skin that try out foundations that I want to try. So if you guys want to that kind of like the similar skin tone, or you have dry skin, or you just simply want me to try out a foundation and give you my honest thoughts on it, just let me know in the comments down below, and let me know if you enjoyed it and you found this helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!